Sanctions against the Philippines over Manila hostage crisis. H7N9 bird flu death in Hong Kong. And Barack Obama's economic blueprint bypassing Congress. Good evening. Hong Kong has imposed sanctions against the Philippines over the 2010 Manila hostage crisis. In making the announcement today, Chief Executive Leung Chun-ying cited the refusal by the Philippine government to offer a formal apology. Evelina Leung has more. A 75-year-old man who visited Shenzhen last week died from the H7N9 strain of bird flu this morning. Stephanie Choi has more details. The government is rethinking its position on the live poultry trade here to reduce the risk of future avian flu outbreaks. But local farms think they should be exempt from any potential ban. Vicky Kung has that story. Overseas now, US President Barack Obama used his annual State of the Union address to focus on America's economic divide. As James Aiken reports, Obama's message of action was intended as much for a divided Congress as it was for ordinary Americans. Two more activists from the New Citizens Movement have been found guilty on the mainland. A court in Beijing convicted Ho Xin and Yuan Dong of gathering a crowd to disturb public order. Yuan was sentenced to 1.5 years in prison. Ho was spared punishment, with the court saying her crime was relatively light. On Sunday, New Citizens founder Xu Zhiyong received a 4-year jail term, also for disturbing public order. The movement supports clean governance and the disclosure of officials' assets, but it has become a target of a government clampdown. Back locally, the Secretary for Justice has come under fire from pan-Democrats after giving his strongest position yet against the legitimacy of civil and party nominations for the chief executive election. Critics say his comments are unhelpful, given the consultation period on the issue is still ongoing. Here's Diane Toh. The government has decided not to seek funding from lawmakers for the construction of RTHK's new headquarters in Tseung Kwan O, at least for the time being. The Commerce and Economic Development Bureau says it has failed to reach a consensus with the LegCo Public Works Subcommittee. Officials say the only option now is to seek a new tender, and that could delay the project by at least 2 years. Many legislators are against the project, even though its estimated price tag was lowered from $6 billion to $5.3 billion by modifying the budget for some of the items. And in sports, another 3 points in the bag for Liverpool, who recorded their biggest derby win over Everton in more than 30 years. Tony Sabine has the action. And a look at the weather before we go. It will be fine, a low of 16 degrees in the urban areas and a few degrees lower in the new territories. The high temperature tomorrow will reach 22 degrees. That's all from the newsroom for now. Thanks for joining us. Good night.